Hi, happy Halloween. I'm doing a video tonight rather than going live because I do think I'll have trick-or-treaters and things at the door till quite late. And if I'm live, you can guarantee I'll have 65 of them. So tonight I'm doing a journal page. I will be using the new monochrome colouring kit from Emma's Happy Place. And of course, I am Emma. I have designed craft supplies and things for about 5 years-ish, but now I'm doing it for myself. I do have a website, emmashappyplace.co.uk, and you can find all my paper kits among other goodies there. These images here I have coloured with alcohol marker, and there is videos up of me colouring them. These are nice, bright, happy images that can obviously be muted down depending on what colours you use. Me, I always tend to go for really, really bright colours. I think they're very quirky, they're very fun. They can be used black and white. What you can do as well with these papers is if you've got a laminating machine and the hot foils, you can actually hot foil with the toner that's used to print them. So here I'm just starting off with some acrylic paint. This is toffee apple, I do believe. And all I'm doing is adding some blobs down the side of it and adding some tangerine orange as well. Up a bit much there. Spread it out a little bit. This one is a Diner Weekly one and the other one is a Paper Artsy one. I do add some golden magenta here as well. Just a little bit because the red will probably overpower it quite a lot. And all I'm doing is pulling it out with a spatula. Now, I'm not bothered. This is in my art journal. The whole idea of an art journal for me is just to play. If it ends up like a dog's dinner, I really don't mind. I'm just having fun. Just playing, just having some downtime, seeing what works and what doesn't. Again, I'm not too fussed when I am doing lives and videos and things if things do go wrong, because I do believe we're all human. And as long as you've had fun at the end of it, then who cares, to be honest. So I have taken one of the stencils. This again is on the website and I'm using some shiny blue acrylic paint. This was just an afterthought. I wasn't really going to add it at first, but I decided why not. It's extra colour, isn't it? And it's shiny and it's Halloween. So all I'm doing is smooshing a bit of that on, just in different places, not really overthinking too much. Just an extra bit of what's the word I'm looking for? Texture-ish. I am taking this monochrome sheet and all I'm going to do is tear a tag from it. So again, I'm not too bothered. I don't want it to be perfect. It's a background. It's just something extra. I'm literally just having fun. When I sit down to create, if it turns out to be the best thing I've ever made in my life, then wonderful. If it doesn't, honestly, who cares? It's fun. I mean, if you're making a card and things like that, then the art journal is great to practice in beforehand. So again, I'm just inking around the edges, taking a couple of extra bits out that side so it looks a bit more even-ish. Torn all the way around, basically. And I'm taking this one as well, which again is in the monochrome colouring kit. And I'm just going to add some extra behind it. Just more textures, more layers. Something a little bit different. This one here could have the theory of world peace on. We will never know. It is, when I drew this one, I looked up online at loads of maths symbols and things, and I just made up loads of numbers and scribbled them down. I think it's quite a cool background. Again, it would look really, really cool foiled. If you foiled it, then went over with a water-based black ink, I think the foil would show up absolutely brilliant. I do have foils coming, and I'm going to brave the spider shed to get them out. Anybody who's ever seen my lives will understand this, how scared I am of spiders, and I hate the shed, but that's where the laminating machine is. If I can't, I'll get somebody else to get it. I'll send my son in. So again, just this burlap is from the texture kit, which again is on the website. So loads of fabrics and things in it, charms, you name it, it's in there. And just inking around the edges of all the papers and sticking them on different places. Where we're going with that? There, that'll do. This is also in the texture kit. This is awesome on the jelly plate. But again, it's also great just for adding some more layers, some more textures. Just seeing how it works, basically, in the art journal. it's basically practice, having fun. This is downtime for me. So next up, stick it on a wonk. Why not? I'm actually quite liking it more than I did now when I'm watching this video back than I did in the first place. Tip here, I had a few acrylic white pens and I've had them next to the radiator for a few days. And I've wondered why they all seem to be drying up. Don't leave your acrylic pens next to the radiator because they stop working. I have been so baffled as to why I can't get the nibs to work, and that is why. So who knew? Probably everybody else in the world knew, but bar me. But you know, there's a tip for you. Keep the pens away from the radiator, especially when you've got the radiator on when it's getting colder. So all I'm doing here is I've painted the little house and all these flowers up, and I'm just seeing how they look. Basically plain. I'm gonna decide to grab some from the little boxes kit or Days of Summer with a butterfly, and possibly some from Days of Summer, that's from as well. So the Days of Summer kit and the little boxes kit work really well together. They're both quite quirky. In fact, this one's quite quirky as well. And I'm going to take some leaves, which is from the monochrome kit, and just fussy cut them out. I keep all the shapes pretty basic as possible. And I'm just inking around the edges. And I'm just going to build up a fun... It's a bit like the Land of the Giants house again, with the giant butterflies and bees and flowers in the little house. But this house, again, I thought with the stars on would be fab if you want to turn it into a Christmas house or a Christmas Starry Night theme. You do get lots per page. But in this case, I am making a little wizard's house with all the wonderfully massive flowers around it. Again, this spiderweb material is like hen's teeth to find. I have mentioned it in my lives before, but that you do get this in the texture kit. Texture mixed media kit, layers, you get ribbons, all sorts in it. So I'm just going to pop them on, hold them in place because the glue will be holding the fabric down as well once it dries. Add all the little extras, butterflies, leaves. I do love a leaf. You cannot go wrong with leaves and things like that. It's a space filler. And the flowers as well, like I say, you can have them. If you want to do them in monochrome, you absolutely can. You can all colour them on the grey scale, so just with grey alcohol markers, even just a pencil. And just go crazy. Oh, I am liking it so much more than I did when I first made it watching this back. I do like that. I wouldn't mind living in a house like this. Very happy with it. Yes, I do like this. I like all the layers. I like the colours. Makes us feel happy. Adding some more white highlights and things. I love a white highlight. But again, don't keep your acrylic pens near the radiator. It will spoil them. But look at that. Look at that. I'm very happy with that. So here I'm using Tim Holtz words. I'm just hunting for one that sort of speaks to us. I think a lot of Tim Holtz words and things do. But again, if anybody would like any words in the paper kits, I tend not to add words because, like I say, I'm about as deep as a puddle. And I struggle with words. So any words and sentiments and things you would like us to add, feel free to send us a message or comment on the video below. But I do believe a little magic can go a long way. Happy Halloween. Bye.